it's Jesse. Those were jazz hands. And it's time for another exciting episode of Revenge of the Crendor. And this time, like always, we have announcements, but of the holiday variety. Announcements for your Yuletide festivities. This week, I'm headed home. Gonna go home, have some holiday fun with my parents, celebrate Christmas the Cox way. I don't really know what the Cox way is, but I assume it involves going to see a movie, my dad falling asleep in the movie, my mom making too much food for not enough people, opening presents early, and, getting presents late. Getting them at the last minute. That's how we do it. But yeah, so I'll be gone for a week. It does not mean videos will stop. Videos will still be around. I'll still be uploading, and you'll get a bunch. We'll complete the whole Christmas Saints saga, and there's some more Rise and Cat Lady and Dead Space, all your favorites. And then I'll be back on Friday. So if you miss me and you want to talk to me, I won't be around. So single tear. Next, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are concerned about it, the contest. What's going on with that? It is over. It is done. All the winners have been contacted. If you're a winner, check your PMs. If you do not have anything in there from me, you do not have a PM. So this is how it's going to work. If people don't get back to me by the time I get back, we'll start looking for alt winners, and we'll reach out to the people one more time. If they don't get back to me, they're lost. We'll find someone else. So right now there are 9 total winners. 5 boxes with swag, 3 poster boxes, and 1 super grand prize. So yeah, 9. And hopefully we'll hear from them. We've only heard from 2 so far. And finally, in this little newsy segment before we get to the actual questions, a lot of you requested the Space Butterfly zip-up hoodie. I guess not a lot of you actually got it, and I got so much response to a reprint that I went to Rodeo Arcade and was like, can we maybe do something with this? And they will not reprint it. They're one of those people that's like, everything needs to be rare, and the reason why we sell it is so not many people have it, that kind of thing. I don't even know. But they did agree to do it on a different thing. So it's on a pullover hoodie instead of a zip-up. So if you like pullover hoodies, you can get the exact same pattern back and front. I think except on this one, it goes across instead of down. But other than that, it's the exact same, and you can have that. I think it's $35, I think. Go to rodeoarcade.com. Links in the description below. Hopefully that pleases some of you. I'm sorry I could not get the zip-up hoodie I tried, but what are you going to do? The people in charge is the people in charge, and I'm not them. Anyway, enough of all that. Let's get down to this hat. Question the first. This comes from Nicholas M. Jesse, I don't see you in my sub box anymore. Why is YouTube so damn broken? I don't think anyone knows the answer to that, but I do know something about sub boxes, and I'll try and explain it to you the best way that I can. So this is how it works, and it's really confusing. It's even confusing to me, but this comes from the higher ups. So, YouTube has an algorithm built into it where it's based on what you watch, and the frequency of what you watch determines what's on your little sub box front page. You don't get subs in order of date anymore. The reason why is because people who made a lot of videos would crowd out, is that the word? Crowd out. Look, one of those words. Crowd out the people who make a video once a month or once a year or whatever. And so those people who took a lot of time wouldn't get as many views as the people who just pounded out content. And so the new algorithm is based off of what you watch versus the frequency of uploads. So for example, if someone like JonTron, who uploads every once in a while, if you watch all of his videos, every time he uploads though, it's still gonna be one of the first things you see. Another example is like Gerard the Completionist. If he uploads once a week, you will still see his. But if Gerard switches to doing videos every single day, but you still only watch that one he uploads once a week, he will go down in the rankings of your subscriber page, and what will happen is you won't see his stuff anymore. So basically, what you saying you don't see me tells me is that you only watch certain ones of my videos. And because I do 2 or 3 videos a day sometimes, you aren't watching them. Which means YouTube's saying, well, this guy doesn't like this guy anymore, and it bumps me further down. So I may not even be in your subscriber page. You may have other people you watch all the time there. So if you have a ton of subscriptions and you watch some of them more than others, you're getting them versus getting me. And so basically it's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. But the idea is that you control what you see. So if you watch all my videos every single day and you see every single one, I will be in your subscription box. If you, for example, watch all of TB's, he will be higher than me. If you watch both of ours, you'll see both of ours. But for example, if I start doing less videos, it'll mess with the algorithm too. So if I do less videos, I'll drop even further. Like if I stop doing videos and then I start again, then I'll be even further down too. So you have to be consistent with what you make, and you have to wean off. So if I decide I'm gonna make one video a week, I have to do, 6 videos a week, then 3 videos a week, and just keep going slow. I can't just stop. And same thing applies with if I'm making one video a week and I decide to make a bunch. If I start making too many and you don't watch them, I drop off your list. It's super complicated, but the gist is the people you want to see on your sub list will only be there if you watch them. So watch me. That seems really shameless, but I mean, that's totally true. And I guess if you don't want to watch everything I make, the best thing I can say to you is just favorite or whatever your browser does my YouTube page so you can go there and check when you want to check, or else you'll miss out on stuff. That's life. But that's exactly how it works now. It's crazy, I know, but a lot of people are getting screwed by it, and people are like, you're not in my sub box. It apparently is not a bug. It seems like it's a bug, and I would like to think it still is, but apparently it's not. So if you don't see me, it's your fault. Question the second. This comes from Anonymous. Really? Okay. Sherlock or Doctor Who? I feel like this is Dodger. I feel like Dodger asked this question. Sherlock or Doctor Who? Sherlock. I mean, if this is BBC Sherlock we're talking about, I assume so. Sherlock wins. It's only 6 episodes, but there's 6 solid, very good episodes. Doctor Who? Nice fandom. Some interesting characters. But that show is so hit or miss. Like, a lot of episodes you're like, oh, that was really good. But equally the same amount of episodes you're like, that was the stupidest. That is just silly. Like, sometimes I may not understand British humor. Like, when we were in England, I watched Red Dwarf. And it's an okay show, but the jokes, I'm like, that didn't land. Like, I guess as an American audience, we need different style of humor. But, no, it wasn't that funny. And I think sometimes in Doctor Who, there's a weird, like, like different countries like different things, and Doctor Who sometimes for me is just like, that was a little silly. That was a little silly, a little bit too much. Sometimes it's like really cheesy special effects. Sometimes it's just like plots that you're like, that really wasn't a fleshed out plot at all. Sherlock is fantastic. It's got amazing actors. It takes from great source material, and it keeps it modern and fresh. I love it. I think that's great. So definitely Sherlock. And finally, question the third. This comes from Dark Dragon 1889. I mean, 1889 was a good year for dragons, so, alright, question. What are your favorite and least favorite game genres? Ooh, okay. Favorite RPG, and let's say adventure? I mean, RPG and adventure are easy because they're story-based. You can't go on an adventure, you can't have a role-playing game without a story. And I like stories in games, so those are my favorites. I like those the most. Anything where I can be immersed in a world, I think that's fantastic. Those are my favorite because I like getting sucked in. There's a book that just came out, speaking of getting sucked into a world, that I think it's called Ship of Theseus? Something Theseus? Look, it's a book that was made by J.J. Abrams and a few other people behind Lost, who made a book that it's a book within a book. So it's a book, but then someone's written in the margins and included things in the book. So it's like a story within a story, and it makes you feel like you're a part of it. And I was like, oh, I might just want to read books again. So I think my mom's getting me that for Christmas. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I want that very badly. Just because it immerses you in a world. I like that. When Lost had its ARG, or when The Dark Knight had its ARG, alternate reality game, I love that crap. Those are some of my favorite things. Yeah, those are my favorite. Least favorite? Racing? Ugh, I hate racing games. And, what am I missing? Puzzles. Ugh, puzzle games. F that business. Not a fan. Some puzzle games are great. Like old school Tetris, Peggle, Bejeweled, all those things. They're fun. But a lot of puzzle games, or games that incorporate puzzles, are just assholes. Assholes. Just asshole puzzle games. Adventure games that become puzzle games. That's my worst. That have become racing games. The worst. I think that's a good answer. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah, and Yule, and Festivus for the rest of us, and all the other wonderful things that are happening this week. And be good. Love you all. And as always, to be continued. Advertise like shameless whores.